Well, hey there, fellow adventurers. Are you excited and ready to get into the hobby of LARPing? Well, grab your swords, grab your shields. I'm going through the 5 things I wish I would have known before I started LARPing. Let's get to it. Now, LARPing is a super fun hobby, and it is something that is a very broad hobby. You can do LARPs that are very combat-oriented, combat-heavy, kind of like what you see, like the Armored Combat League and some of the heavy-end stuff. But then you can also do parlor LARPs, murder mysteries, and anything in between. LARPing, live-action roleplay, is an incredible hobby that is growing so fast across America. Here are the 5 things I wish I would have known before I started. Number 1, I wish I would have understood that there are different rule books out there. When I first started playing, I thought of LARPing and I thought it was this monolith, like it's kind of like the NFL, where that is the only rule set. Where in reality, it's more like tabletop RPGs. Dungeons & Dragons has its rule set, Pathfinder has its rule set, Star Wars has its own rule set. There are all of these different rule books out there. So the LARP that you find yourself playing in, or the LARP that you're researching to see what you want to play in, isn't the only option that's out there. Keep that in mind as you start to understand. There are very few things that we can say in the LARP world that are universal to all LARPs everywhere. That's something I wish I would have known before I got started. Number 2, I wish someone would have told me that I need to bring more stuff. If I think I have 2 pairs of socks and I'm good to go, I really need 4. If I think I need a pair of shoes, I really need 2. Do you need 2 swords? You really need 4. I wish people would have told me to prep a little bit better. First couple events that I went to, I was very cold, very hungry. I just didn't prep well enough for the event as a whole. So anything that you think you need, double it and you'll be set and ready to go. I want to take a break from our regularly scheduled programming to let you know of a new free resource that I've been working on called LARP 101. This is a complete field guide to get you started in the vast majority of games that are out there. This ebook, you can download it in the description down below, covers all of the basics, and the goal is to try and make it to where it is very general. So no matter what LARP you end up playing at, whether it is a Boffer LARP, a historical LARP, whether it's a Nordic LARP, that it is a general guide to get you started. If you're interested in this free ebook, look down in the descriptions below. Get yourself a copy of LARP 101, a complete field guide. Tip number 3. I wish someone would have told me to just do the things that you enjoy and don't do the things you don't enjoy. Now, this might sound very simple, but believe it or not, it's something that takes a lot of people, a lot of LARPers, many years to master. Do the things that you enjoy. If you enjoy the hard role play, go do it. Go do the RP Village. Go do all of that stuff and ignore the stuff you don't enjoy. If you just love the combat and that's all you want to do, go do it. Have some fun. Stick to it. Now you can branch out and try other things, but if that's not something that you're interested in, don't worry about it. Let other people go and have their fun. You have your fun and keep going down that path, and your life is going to be much better when it comes to LARPing. 4th thing I wish I would have known before I got into LARPing was to do my research. I remember showing up on day 1, having no idea what to do. My costume was non-existent. My weapons were absolutely terrible. I had it in my mind what LARPing was going to be based on movies and media that I had seen, and it ended up being nothing like that. I wish I would have done some research before I showed up on day 1, and that would have made my entire first couple of months, first couple of games, would have made that experience much better. I wish I would have been able to come in prepared and ready to go. An instance of this. First game I ever played. I sign up, I sign my waiver day 1, and they want you to pick a name. Hadn't thought about this at all. I thought a little bit about my character, but I hadn't really thought about my name. And so I wrote down Godric, and it stuck. And now you can see all the awards and stuff behind me. I've played for years and years and years, and everybody knows me as Godric. Looking back on it, if I would have prepped more, I would not have chosen the name Godric. I would have chosen something more historical. I would have built a character around that. But the day of, I kind of got flustered, and they said, pick a name, pick a name, pick a name. So I picked Godric. That's what came to my mind. I wish I would have done my research a little bit more and made my life easier for the first couple of times I went out LARPing. The 5th and final thing I wish I would have known before I started LARPing is a phrase that I have come to say over and over and over again. Real life always comes first. For me, I'm one who throws myself into my hobbies. When I pick something that I love and I enjoy, all of my energy, all of my extra thought, all my extra money goes into this thing. I wish that I would have come to the realization that real life always comes first. Don't let this hobby get in the way of jobs, family, friends. Do those things first and foremost, and then play this. It is a side hobby. It's something that you do for fun. Don't let LARPing overtake the important things in your life, like your friends, your family, or your job. So there you have it, the 5 things I wish I would have known before I started LARPing. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please consider hitting that like button. Share this around to your online forums, Discord, Facebook group, whatever way that your game uses to be able to communicate with each other. If you found this helpful, share it around, share it with your friends. It really does help the channel out a lot. Until next time, I am St. Godric. Adventure awaits. Peace.